So today we're going to run through the daily maintenance, but also more importantly the Christmas shutdown for your printers. So when you're out the office for 2 weeks, hopefully you'll come back to the printers and everything will be working as when you left them. So you're going to menu, down to maintenance, into station maintenance, carriage out because we need to obviously get to clean it. If you pick head maintenance, then you can do both parts of the printer maintenance. So if you make sure that you've got your cleaning kit, the Mimaki cleaning kit, and obviously there's a solvent one, a UV one, so make sure you've got the right one for your machine. And on a CJV 150, you can put all your maintenance kit in the spaces provided. So it's always best to wear gloves. And what we're going to do now on this first part is take one of your swabs and just clean round the framework of the head. I find it easy to snap these because you've got more removability when you're cleaning round the frame of the head. And it's also important to clean the carriage chassis on the side just to stop any build up of ink, which can obviously pick up hairs and dust and all sorts of fragments. So clean round the framework of the head, bearing in mind not to touch the surface of the print head. And then once you've done that side, you can lift the cover back up and then move on to the next part of the cleaning. So generally one more swab should be able to do this. So if you squeeze the two clips on the outside of the wiper blade and then just give the wiper blade a clean on both sides and the top. Also checking for any damage or any nicks, because really this is one of the most important parts of the printer really, because it's the only thing that should come into contact with the print head. So the quality of this will be really important to give you the best quality clean when you need to. Slot that back in, and then the other area that you need to clean is round the rubber seal of the cap. And if you do this every day, then it is literally just a couple of minutes each day. If you leave it, then obviously there'll be a bigger build-up of ink and therefore you'll be here longer getting it clean. So round the surface of the cap seal, and then on the CJV 150 you've got these white sponges that just pick up residue of ink as it's printing. So if you just get a lint-free cloth or an absorbent cloth, and you can just take out the excess, and if you do this on a daily basis, then that capping plate will last a lot longer, because obviously that is a consumable item. So the more you do this, the longer it's going to last and the better value for money you'll get. So that is really your daily maintenance. But what I would also recommend for the Christmas shutdown is that with the pipette that you get in the cleaning kit, you actually just take a couple of syringes full and just put some cleaning fluid into the cap, similar to how you would do a nozzle wash, which you can probably find on one of our other videos. But just drop a bit of cleaning solution into that cap, and then that'll just drain through the cap and through all the pump tubing, through the pump and into the waste bottle, which just then is helping to stop a build-up of ink which would cause the pump to block. Once you've done that, press enter, and the head carriage should move back to its capping position. So once the head's come back, it just goes back to your carriage out menu. So if you just left arrow back until you get to the home page, local page, and then just power the printer off. And personally, this is the way I'd leave it at Christmas. I'd leave the power on the side, so then it's doing its automated cleans and it is keeping a flow of ink going through the pump and doing a pump tube wash every 48 hours. And then when you come back after Christmas and New Year, your printer should be good to go. One thing you need to also make sure just before you break down Christmas, that all your 8 slots have actually got cartridges in and they've all got enough ink to get through the 2-week break. So as long as they've all got 20% and above, then that should be fine for the Christmas shutdown. And the last remaining check that you need to do is just make sure you check your waste bottle. It's not going to fill your waste bottle while you're on holiday, but just make sure you've got at least 50% space because you don't want it overflowing while you're away.